Hi, I'm Roy Furr, and I'd like to talk to you about how to get your first copywriting client. Now, as part of my Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, one of the most common questions that I get from readers is how to get your first copywriting client. And I've answered it a bunch of times. I've probably answered it too many times already, but I have not answered it in the form of a video, face-to-face, just kind of talking off the cuff with you. So a little bit of background, how to get your first copywriting client. Well, I actually discovered copywriting, direct response copywriting in early 2005, spring 2005. And by August 2005, I actually had a full-time job running marketing for a small IT training publisher as a, I did the copywriting, but then I also did ad buying, I did all sorts of marketing strategy, I did email marketing, I did all sorts of stuff. But when I discovered copywriting, it was probably 6 months before I had my first actual full-time job as a copywriter. That was 2005. By 2007, I had my first freelance client as a copywriter. And by 2010, I actually launched my copywriting business full-time. Excuse me. And in the year since 2010, I have actually made my primary living as a direct response copywriter for mostly wealth-related niches, how to make money, and then especially the financial and investing niche. And so I've had plenty of experience as a copywriter. At this point, it's not even something that I spend much time thinking about how to get clients. I actually have a deal with a client right now that gives me all the work that I can handle. And the reality is that most businesses that hire copywriters really do want to hand good copywriters all the work that they can handle. And that's the kind of opportunity that is available for you if you get decent and the skills and your skills become known to the clients that can hire you. So many people see that and hear that, and then they're in a place where they have never actually taken money in exchange for the work product of marketing writing, copywriting. And they see this gigantic gap between where they are and where they want to be, and they feel like it's impossible. And I can sympathize with you if you are there. I can sympathize with you if you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I really want to get paid. I feel like I have the capability to be an effective copywriter, but I'm just not getting the work. I can sympathize with you. And I can understand why you would want to know how to get your first client, because that's how you translate what you've been learning about copywriting into an actual income where you are making a profit on developing these skills, and it's not just a hobby of something that you're learning about. But also, I feel like I need to give you some tough love here. You need to get off your butt and go approach people and go talk to them and say, hey, I would like to write some copy. I don't have a lot of experience, but I feel like I can make a contribution here. And if you'll work with me, I think that we can create a good end product together. And I am willing to work at a level that recognizes the fact that I don't have a lot of experience yet. I'm willing, I know that just like any other skill that's developed, my skill today is not as valuable as it's going to be. All that I ask is that we can work together, you can pay me a fair amount, and that I can use this as an opportunity to create success for you and success for me through what I'm learning and the skills that I'm developing. And it can start with a very short, small project. It can say, I want to write a couple emails for you, and they're going to be $50, $100 a pop. I want to write some articles for you that are actually designed to drive traffic to your product pages, to your sales pages, whatever. I want to write this short copy for you. I'm going to write Facebook ads for you that you can test, and you can pay me for the ones that actually are effective. I want to write whatever and get paid whatever. Now, I'm not a big fan of, I don't even know what the sites are anymore, Elance and all of those freelancing job sites, because what happens there is the supply and demand is completely against you. And so it can be okay as a place to build your portfolio, but as an ongoing business development tool, it's not very effective. But when you are early on, when you are just starting out, what you want to be doing is really just going out, getting paid $1 to write, getting paid $50 to write, getting paid $100 to write. I got paid a little bit more if you have, I don't even know that confidence is the right word. If you have a little bit of cockiness and arrogance and unsupported self-assuredness that you're going to succeed no matter what, then go for it and ask a little bit more while trying not to rip off your clients. Okay, the last thing that you want is a trail of clients behind you that you overcharged and underdelivered. But if you have confidence that you're going to be able to deliver real value above and beyond what you're asking for, go approach these clients and say, listen, I'd like to work with you as a copywriter. I think I can write copy for you that will be valuable to you and your business. Can we work something out? And start knocking on doors, and knock on one door, and then knock on a second door, and then knock on 3 more doors, you're up to 5, knock on 5 more doors, you're up to 10, knock on 10 more doors, you're up to 20, keep knocking on doors or calling people or approaching people who you consider to be legitimate prospects for your copywriting service, meaning you see them using copy like you would like to write, and approach them and say, how can I help? What extra copy do you have that's kind of falling by the wayside, that's kind of overflow, that's not getting done as quick as it should, because it is something that your best copywriters, whether that's you or whether that's freelancers or whether that's staff copywriters, that your best copywriters really aren't tackling? Can I write that for you just so it gets done, because it's more valuable if it's done than if it is put off? What can I do for you that will be of value to you that involves writing marketing copy for your business? So approach it with that attitude, approach it with openness, approach it with a willingness to learn, approach it with flexibility, approach it with the understanding that hiring any new copywriter is a risk. And so hiring you for something that is a little bit smaller than like the big project that you really want to do 10 years down the road, approach it with the understanding that those are the kind of opportunities that you can get easily if you're looking for your first copywriting client. And then once you have your first, you can move on to your second and your third and your fifth and your 10th, and you can build a copywriting career one step at a time, speeding up your progression as you go, because you are constantly learning, constantly improving, constantly doing your best for your clients, and proving that yes, not all of that confidence was in vain, not all of that cockiness was in vain, that you do have some chops, that you are able to deliver the value. And if you do that, if you approach copywriting in that way, one of the reasons that it's a little bit hard for me to answer this question is because I actually didn't find it that hard to get my first copywriting client, because there wasn't a big gap in time. Now, granted, I had a personal situation going on. My wife and I were engaged, and we were getting married in the summer, and we were going to be moving across the country, so I knew I needed a new job. As soon as I discovered copywriting, I said, that's the job for me. I just need to find the right opportunity in this new place that we're moving to in Oregon. And so I applied for those jobs, and I told them, I don't have a ton of experience. I don't have any marketing on my resume, but I will apply the experience that I have towards being a good marketer, and I will learn as we go, and I will work harder than anybody else. And that paid off. I got a great marketing job. We multiplied the company by more than 3 times while I was there. We got on the Inc. magazine list of America's fastest growing companies. I got a whole bunch of experience in marketing. I was able to work on the side and do some freelance gigs in the morning and afternoon, and, like before and after work and on the weekends. And I was able to develop momentum in my marketing career and my copywriting career that I was able to then launch in 2010 and have a stable full of great clients that was able to replace my full-time job income as we were again moving across the country in the other direction because my wife was finishing the school program that she was done with. And if it wasn't for copywriting, you know, none of that would have been as easy as it was. None of that would have been as smooth as it was. But because I said, okay, I need to do this and I need to do it now in every situation, and I just went out and did it, that's like what it took to get the results. And so you want to get your first copywriting client, go out and get your first copywriting client. You know, you can think that it's harder than that. You can think that it takes more than that. But the reality is, if that's the attitude that you have, it won't be very long before you are getting paid for the copy that you are writing. So with that, my name is Roy Furr. Again, this is your Video Friday issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. And I think the first time that I've answered that question, how do I get my first copywriting client, in the form of a video. If you do like this, if you're a copywriter or a marketer involved in the direct response industry, if you're an entrepreneur in the direct response industry, I write daily essays Monday through Thursday at breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, and I publish these videos on Friday. If you go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, and the link is with this video, you can sign up, get the emails, and receive those. And hopefully, not only will you get your first copywriting client, if that's what you're here at this video for, but you will create a copywriting career trajectory for yourself that only points in the direction of success. Again, thank you again. I will see you again next Video Friday.